Have a seat.
I just had cancer.
What is your issue?
It's no issue. I just want to come.
What is your issue?
It's no issue.
Okay, why can you not listen to anything we're saying? Why do you think you're running the show here?
Body cameras shared with news agencies showed an interaction between Jackson and Long Beach police officers.
How's it going, sir? Can you stay in the car for me? Hi.
I live here, so I don't have no weapons.
Okay, well, you can stay in the car. All right, you know what? Come over here. Fine.
Yeah.
Come over here. Very well.
No weapons.
No lace fingers behind your head. Okay. No lace fingers behind your head. Face that way. I'm going to speak slow. Interlace your fingers.
Sorry.
Hey, sir, stop. Stop. I will grab it.
This is actually my paperwork for my surgery yesterday.
Okay.
Wait, I had surgery
This will not end well.
yesterday. Be careful.
This video was intended to inform and educate the public.
Welcome back to the Junkyard News channel. And I got a story for you today. Long Beach will pay $300,000 to settle a lawsuit alleging that their officers roughed up a cancer patient on a traffic stop. Long Beach officials have agreed to pay $300,000 to a man who sued, alleging he was threatened, beaten, and detained by police officers in Long Beach over an expired car registration back in 2022. In a lawsuit filed back in October, Johnny Jackson says that he had just gotten out of the hospital after getting surgery to treat prostate cancer and had driven to Staples to make copies of a doctor's note for his employer when police pulled him over on the way back to his Long Beach home. An important note is his car did have expired registration, long enough that if he pulled over on the public street, most likely his car would have been towed and impounded, adding to costs. Not being too far from his home, he did proceed to not pull over right away, and he drove to his home and pulled into the side of the house in what would be considered a driveway. Because he didn't pull right over, police were excited and their actions elevated. I mean, how dare you not pull over right away when we turn on our lights and sirens? Body cameras shared with news agencies showed an interaction between Jackson and Long Beach police officers on the afternoon of September 3rd, 2022.
How's it going, sir? Can you stay in the car for me? Hi.
I live here, so I don't have no weapons.
Okay, well, you can stay in the car. All right, you know what? Come over here. Fine.
Yeah.
Come over here. Very well.
No weapons.
No lace fingers behind your head. Okay. No lace fingers behind your head. Face that way. I'm going to speak slow. Interlace your fingers.
Sorry.
Hey, sir, stop. Stop. I will grab it.
This is actually my paperwork for my surgery yesterday.
Okay.
Wait, I had surgery yesterday. Be careful.
Give me your papers.
Just let me move my
Give me your
papers.
papers.
I just had surgery.
Just relax your hands.
Sir.
You're not listening.
I just had surgery. That's my
You're
paperwork.
doing a lot of talking and not a lot of listening.
I am.
Stop.
Just
listen to me. Put your hands behind your back. If you resist, you will get hurt.
If you hurt me, I will sue you.
Put your hands
I
on your
just
back.
had
I'm
surgery
giving you a warning.
yesterday.
Put your
You
hands-
hurt me, I will sue you. Don't threaten me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey,
Don't
Johnny,
threaten me.
Johnny,
Yes, sir.
can you listen to us?
This guy threatened me.
Okay.
I will get hurt.
Come over here. Johnny, come
Just
over
let me-
here.
Don't force me. I just had surgery.
not-
I'm
What?
trying to-
Walk over
I just
there.
had surgery, sir. I'm not. Look, let me work here. Let me. What are you doing?
Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back and go into jail
Let
right
me
now.
put my hands behind my back.
What is going on with you?
I told the guy I just had surgery. You don't have to do it. I just had surgery. Please be careful.
Where'd you have surgery? Come here.
Cancer. I had cancer.
What is your issue?
The video shows an unmarked police car. That's important too. Unmarked police car outside Jackson's home, and then at least 3 officers quickly walking into his driveway. One officer could be heard telling Jackson to stay in the car just before Jackson could be seen exiting the vehicle parked now in his driveway. Jackson explains to the officers that he lives there and he has no weapons, but the officers do continue to tell him he needs to stay in his car. Jackson places a few pieces of paper on the roof of his car and raises his hands in the air as the officers instruct him to walk towards him. The officers instruct Jackson to put his hands behind his head, but when one of the papers of the car's roof is blown away by a breeze, Jackson walks back towards his car to try to stop the rest of the papers from flying away, because these are important papers, right? The officer tells him to stop, and as Jackson explains to the officer that the paperwork is important because he just had surgery, one of the officers hops off the home's porch and grabs Jackson's arm. Another officer then grabs Jackson's other arm, and Jackson asks him to be careful because he just had surgery. Officer is heard saying, "You're doing a lot of talking and not doing a lot of listening. Stop and listen to me. Put your hands behind your back. If you resist, you will get hurt." Jackson could be heard responding that if he hurts him, he will sue him. Within seconds, the officers forcibly arrest Jackson. One officer at some point appears to use his knee to strike Jackson at least 3 times in the groin area. And this guy supposedly just had surgery. Probably right in that area somewhere. Jackson responds, "I told the guy I just had surgery." The officer then puts Jackson in the back of an unmarked police car as Jackson continues to ask why one of the officers threatened him. "Why can't you listen to anything that we're saying?" the officers say. "Why do you think you're running the show here?" Now it's important to note that once the officers put Jackson in the back of the squad car, one of the officers decides to interview him, ask him questions, knowing his body cam's going. The officer's trying to spin a narrative here. He's going to try to get Jackson on his body camera admitting to certain things and justify the use of force that they just used on him. It is important and imperative to remember in this instance, never talk to police. Never answer questions. Just tell the officers, "I don't want to answer any questions without an attorney present," and keep your mouth shut. Let's get to the video.
Have a seat. I just had cancer.
What is your issue?
It's no issue. I just want to come.
What is your issue?
It's no issue.
Okay, why can you not listen to anything we're saying? Why do you think you're running the show here?
I'm not.
You're not. That's right.
I'm not. You guys are.
Why did we have to get to this point? You saw us back there pulling you over. You kept driving into your driveway.
Yes, sir.
Why?
One, my car
Yeah.
had December tags on them. Actually, it's June. So that's why I pulled in the driveway, sir.
So why are you forcing us to use force on you?
Well, when this officer threatened me that he was going,
Because you're not
I
listening.
was explaining to him I just had surgery.
That's fine. You're still not listening.
I'm listening.
Now you are. After we got to this point. Can you turn the radio off? Why did we get to this point?
His aggressiveness. That's why, officer. I would just.
You still weren't listening to me. You weren't listening to my partner
There
here.
was 3 people talking to me at the same time.
No, there was not. We each individually tried to talk some sense into you.
And then when my paper flew down.
And I caught it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you were the one. Okay.
So why does it have to get to this point?
It doesn't.
Then why did it? Why can't you just listen to what we have to tell you? But you kept driving into your driveway.
Yes, sir, I did.
Why? What are you supposed to do?
I was coming back home.
What are you supposed to do? That's not my question.
What you were supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do when you get pulled
I
over?
was supposed to pull over.
Okay, and what did you do?
Show you guys all the paperwork.
And what did you do?
I parked in the driveway.
Okay.
I just had a 4-hour surgery and I'm just messed up.
So I'm surprised you're acting the way you are.
Just want to get home, get that paperwork so I can get it to my job. And that was it, officer. And I got
I'm
pulled
surprised
over.
you got to the point where you did, if that's really the case.
But the threat, officer, wasn't necessary.
What threat?
The officer right here.
By law?
By law, he said he was going to hurt me. So what?
Yes, by law.
I threw
Can you
my
stop,
key.
Johnny?
Go ahead.
By law, we have to tell you that we will use force on you if you're not cooperating.
And
Did you know that?
Well, I know one thing.
Did you know that, yes or no?
Yes.
You did, but you're still questioning why we did that, because it's a threat, apparently.
But it was just a threat. I was going to
By
comply
law,
with everything,
no,
officer.
you weren't.
Yes, I was.
By law, we have to tell you we're going to use force on you.
Okay. Okay, officer.
I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get tased. I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get pepper sprayed or thrown to the ground. Think about that next time.
I will. I thought about it. I thought about it.
You might be going to jail now.
What do you think about Jackson's actions? What do you think about what the police did? You have a comment section below. Blow it up. Let me know what you think about this video. Do you think the officers were justified in their actions? Do you think they went a little too far? And what do you think about the $300,000 that the city has now agreed to pay Mr. Jackson for this incident? Please hit the like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you viewing, and we'll see you next time, next video, The Junkyard News. Have a good one.
Videos uploaded by The Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at The Junkyard News.